Indeed, a very good evening to you, Lilian Muli Kanene, right there in Nairobi, here in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The 21st African Union Summit continues, and quite a number of heads of state and government are already here, and a flurry of activities today, and the official opening will be on Sunday. But tomorrow, the African Union will be marking the 50th anniversary since its formation. Remember, the African Union was formed as the Organization of African Union on the 25th of May 1963. So exactly 50 years since its formation, and that celebration will be happening at the Millennium Stadium at the capital of this country, that is Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. And on the serious matters of the day, the International Criminal Court and its relation with the African countries, and also the cases that are currently facing African leaders at the International Criminal Court, and particularly the cases facing President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto, as well as radio journalist Joshua Arap Sang, in relation to the 2007-2008 post-election violence. And as we speak now, just a short while ago, the Executive Council of the African Union, this is the council that comprises foreign affairs ministers representing various African countries. All the African Union member states except Botswana have supported the proposal by Uganda. The Ugandan position supported or seconded by Southern Sudan. And what is the Ugandan proposal? The Ugandan nation is insisting that the cases facing President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto are likely to destabilize Kenya in relation to the ongoing reforms or the implementation of the constitution and the far-reaching reforms contained in that constitution. They are saying, the Ugandan nation is saying that the cases are likely to destabilize the country, and as such, they would want the post-election violence cases facing Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto returned back to the African soil, and particularly to the Kenyan nation, so that the Kenyan judiciary that is undergoing key reforms as outlined in the new constitution to try them. The Uganda proposal states that the Kenyan judiciary is now able to deal or to investigate and prosecute all matters relating to international crimes, among them the 2007-2008 post-election violence cases. And so they are saying, in line with the principle of complementarity, the cases should be returned to the Kenyan soil, and let the Kenyan judiciary employ or institute a mechanism to ensure that there is justice not only for the suspects, but also justice for the victims of the 2007-2008 skirmishes. And that proposal will be submitted to the African heads of state and government during their session tomorrow and Sunday. Remember, once the proposal is directed to the African heads of state and government, they will deliberate on it and make a decision on the matter. They are also, the Uganda proposal also says that the ICC cases that are facing various African leaders are a threat to the African sovereignty, and so they are pushing, or the African Union Executive Council is pushing for what they are calling African solutions to African problems. They are saying that there are many mechanisms that can be employed to deal with challenges that Kenya and other African nations continue to face in relation to matters of justice. And so they want, what they are saying is, or what they are saying are homegrown solutions. We wait to see what the African leaders will be saying. And quite a number of leaders that we've been able to speak to are insisting that African problems must only be dealt with using African solutions. And one of the leaders that we caught up with is Zambian President Michael Sata, and this is what he had to say.
And it is time we Africans, all of you Africans, came in charge of your own affairs. All right.
In relation
Listen, if when you are talking of justice, you're the Kenyan people, if during the struggle or during the elections you killed each other, bring the people who killed you to book. That's what we do in Zambia.
Thank you. Some of the African Union Executive Council members that we've been able to speak to have, however, clarified that there is no attempt whatsoever for a mass withdrawal of the African nations from the ICC, that is, from the Rome Statute that creates the International Criminal Court.
What we have on the agenda of the Executive Council, it's a proposal by East African Community to discuss this matter as an agenda point, not about the pullout, but just relations between the ICC and African member states. We have agreed to put this issue on the agenda, and it will then go and be tabled at the level of heads of states. Yes. Okay. But I want the approach to look at the relationship rather than just on pulling out en masse. I mean, that's something else. Okay.
Well, earlier in the day, President Uhuru Kenyatta, who is leading the Kenyan delegation here at the African Union Summit, held a closed-door meeting with the chairperson of the African Union Commission, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. However, details of their meeting remain scanty, and they didn't want to brief the media on exactly what they were deliberating on. But sources indicate that the ICC issue was one of the matters that they deliberated on. And basically, when we attempted to speak to President Uhuru Kenyatta, all he could promise was that we will talk about the matter a little later.
You guys are here? Yeah? How you doing? No bad. I'll call you. Come. Yeah? We can do it there.
Well, Lillian, that's all for now, and we expect to hear what the African heads of state and government will be saying tomorrow and the day after on the proposal that was fronted by Uganda and adopted by the Executive Council of the African Union. And definitely we'll keep our viewers updated. And tomorrow, remember, there will be massive celebrations at the Millennium Park during the commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the African Union. So we can say for now, Africa is turning 50. Back to you, Lillian, in Nairobi.